Okay, here we are. Once again, we're going to try to see what kind of material we get out of here. You see, you slowly rock it. You can see where the gold gets trapped. A lot of little pockets in here that all the material gets caught up in. Seems to work pretty good. You just have to search for it a little bit, but if you give it a shake, you can see where it's at. If you hold it just right, you can tip it at an angle. A lot of the heavier stuff floats down to the bottom. And then you just get the suck tube out here and give it a little blast, you know, hit each one of those. But it catches it pretty good. If you search around for it, give it a little bit of a shake, and sometimes you can hear some bigger pieces. They're kind of cool. That's a nice little pecker. I don't know if you can see it. But they're in there. It kind of narrows it down a little bit where you can pick them out a little easier. You know, you don't have as much material to just sweep out of your way. And then you can just, you know, one at a time if you had to, if you want to get real meticulous about it. Just grab each one out of there, set them aside, and look at them. Use this little sucky tube, whatever works. There's a lot of little pieces. This collects a lot of little tiny fine stuff, but if you're real meticulous about them, you can't grab them out of there like there and move them around and pick them up and, you know, kind of collect them, save them. It all adds up. It's all money. You know, don't forget it's all money. That's some we've already seen here. Some little dust. But it's in there. The more you look, it doesn't get too far. It usually drops right about where you place the material. Here's a little chunk. It got a little further away than normal. That's a nice little piece. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing to jump up and down about, but it's still a lot of fun. And then you get the other side you can check out. See what's in there. A lot of little pieces I see. Little specks like this. You know. There's a lot of that stuff. But the richer the material you're digging in, the more you're going to find, because this really catches it. There's no doubt in my mind that this thing does the job. There's some nice little peckers in there. There's 15 or 20 of them all in here. They seem to get clogged up with something and then just dump right where they land. That's what you get. And then you get a little bit of bunch of little tiny stuff. If you're real meticulous about it, you can get a lot of gold out of here. Just a matter of working it. But every time I run this thing, I'll run it into a bucket. Then after I get the bucket so far, I'll turn it off, and then I'll run it into a pan, and I'll just double check the pan every once in a while. And I'm not getting any gold in it. I'm not getting one little speck. So I'm feeling real confident about how well this thing is working. And, you know, somebody wanted to put one together. It's a little hokey, but it works, you know. It's just a matter of getting it kind of level. And then I just used a bunch of homemade parts that I had available to me. And then just set it up where you're not losing any material. It seems to work pretty good. So I'm going to sign off for now, and I'll check back in with you guys later and see what kind of results we get from what we found here.